Today I want to discuss 5 reasons why you should choose a limited liability company for your new business. Last week I discussed some of the history behind corporations, partnerships, and then the creation of the limited liability company, which essentially merged the best of both worlds. And so if you missed that video, check us out on YouTube or on our website. But this week I want to talk about specifically the limited liability company. And the reason why I want to focus so much on the limited liability company is because it's really the most used entity. I would say 90% of new business owners that I'm working with are setting up limited liability companies, and there's a reason for that. And so today I want to go through the 5 main reasons why you should consider a limited liability company and why it's probably the best fit for you. Reason number 1, asset protection, liability protection. That's the great thing about the LLC, is that it'll shield you and your personal assets from business liabilities, from tax liabilities, from creditors. Now, there isn't guaranteed protection. You still have to follow the rules and you have to adhere to some formalities, and we'll get into that a little bit more because you don't want to put yourself at risk to pierce that veil, to pierce that liability protection. But generally, your personal assets, your house, your car, your bank account are protected, and that's a great thing. So you can take some risk and understand and feel protected that your personal assets aren't going to be attacked. Number 2 is tax savings. The limited liability company is a great entity for tax purposes. It's generally taxed as a sole proprietorship or partnership, depending upon whether you have one or more than one member. But you have the ability to elect to be taxed like an S-Corp, if that makes the most sense. And unlike a corporation, it's not taxed twice. So corporations are taxed first at the corporate level, and then they're taxed again at the shareholder level. A limited liability company is only taxed once. Number 3, the third reason why you should consider an LLC is flexibility. Limited liability companies are flexible to be managed, controlled, and taxed however you want them to be. Do you want to have silent investors, silent owners? Well, you can do that. Do you want to be taxed like an S-Corp or taxed like a partnership? You can decide. It's ultimate flexibility. And unlike a corporation, you don't have quite as much formality or rigid rules that you have to follow. And then number 4, the fourth reason is simplicity. Overall, the limited liability company is a very simple entity to set up. Aside from the operating agreement, it's easy to form, it's easy to maintain. Now you still have to be diligent in maintaining your annual minutes, maintaining your records, separating assets, for your personal assets from your business assets, because you want to keep that liability protection we spoke about before, but ultimately it's a simple entity. It's an easy entity to work with. You don't have to record officers and directors every year. It's great, and it's a great tool, but it's also simple. And then the last one, the 5th reason why you should consider an LLC for your business is continuity. Now this is the big one. You want to ensure that your business is going to be stable and continue even if things come up that you didn't expect. Now the limited liability company by default is a perpetual entity. There's not a term, there's not an end. But beyond that, what happens if, let's say, another owner or a partner or an investor, if they die or if they become disabled or get divorced? Well, what happens to your business? Does their spouse that they're now divorcing have a claim of ownership? Do their heirs, their children, maybe minor children, now have the ability to have some control over your business? Well, the great thing about continuity, the great thing about the limited liability company is you can plan for that. In your operating agreement, the most important tool in your limited liability company, you can plan for those events. You can determine exactly what happens if there's a death, or exactly what happens if there's a deadlock. You and the other owner, the other member, get into a dispute and can't decide how the company should move forward. Well, you can plan in your operating agreement of what happens in that event. You can have a roadmap, a game plan in place so that your business continues, so that it's uninterrupted and that you don't risk losing your investment, your job, or your future. So if you have more questions about the limited liability company, feel free to give us a call or check out our website, McCormickPC.com, And check out some of our other videos. I'll also post a detailed written article on this topic on our website. So check that out if you're looking for more details or if you want more information, or just give us a call. I look forward to talking with you, look forward to working with you, and have a great day.